What do we got here, John?
Some Martin Dreadnought.
Huh. Wow. Hi everybody, it's me, Nate from Willie's Guitars. So, in our industry, there are certain instruments that are legendary, and the Martin Clarence White is a legendary guitar. So, the Clarence White, let's go way back and turn the Wayback Machine way back to 1935. In 1935, in the middle of the Great Depression, Martin had just recently put out the Dreadnought guitar that was 14 frets. The Dreadnought before then had a 12 fret to the body neck joint. So the neck came in, the bridge was down here, but they had just come out with this 14 fret model, and they were in the process of they made them in batches of 30 or 40. They would use sled rails for reinforcing the neck. It was a non-adjustable neck, and yes, they would actually use PF Flyer sled rails to reinforce the neck. And workers came in every day and they would stamp the block, and then they would jot down a serial number on the neck, and those would be matched, and they kept record of everything. They were pretty tight about it. So in 1935, Martin made a fistful of these, and of course they were always Brazilian rosewood because that's what you did. Brazilian rosewood was the wood of choice because it cut well and it sounded fantastic. And there was lots of Brazilian trees. Back then in the 30s, the Brazilian forest was 90% more than it is now. It's down to 10% of its previous forestry, and so all that wood is gone. So in 1959, Clarence White was out looking for a guitar. He was a young man, and they found a guitar that somebody had cut a hole in that made the sound hole bigger and had replaced the fingerboard. It was in a repair shop, and they bought it for 25 bucks in 1959. Clarence White is somebody you should look up. He died in the 70s, but he was a huge influence on bluegrass and a big session player, moved out to LA, and he died in 1973. Tony Rice then found the guitar, the Clarence White guitar, and Tony Rice, who is also a legend that you should look up, is a phenomenal bluegrass player. He had owned the guitar and bought it, and it's gone down in history. And what they did was actually put a Gretsch fingerboard on it. So I'll get to the point. This is a copy. They made 150 copies of the Clarence White D-28. And Google that. You'll see a great story in Fretboard Journal that kind of lists all how they did it. And it's just been known to have just this. Brings my tinnitus back. This is a fantastic sounding guitar. So it has book matched Brazilian rosewood and book matched sides, Adirondack top, Adirondack braces. The only thing that's different about this is that this does have an adjustable truss rod. For some of you, that's going to make you feel a lot better, but it has this same looking fingerboard, except it's intonatable a little better, and you can see that the board goes over the sound hole. The sound hole is enlarged. That's something people would order or do to their guitars forever since then. Since the 70s, a lot of guys, and Martin would offer enlarged sound holes for their guitars. Now, they made 150 of these, and we've said this before, Brazilian rosewood is an expensive option. Our friends at Larrivee get $15,000. Order whatever guitar you want. Add 15 grand in Brazilian. Everybody gets extra. Martin charges $20,000 for a Brazilian as an add-on. So, and it's not getting any cheaper. These trees that they use for this are 700 years old. So go plant one in your backyard and wait for your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandkids to harvest it in the far, far future. Hear where I'm coming from? So, one of 150 made. This is 1984. it's in really good shape. They did have originally the pickguard. Now this pickguard came off, and we could put it on. We have another one on order, but it looks like it's warped enough. When you take these off, they tend to sunfish a little bit, and we can put that back on for you. Otherwise, it is a pre-war D-28 copy. It's a fantastic guitar, and this goes for likely a little over $10,000. We haven't priced it yet, but the original neck shape, they had the guitar. Martin took and copied the guitar, so your Grover Stay Tight tuners, your original neck shape, everything as it was, as Tony Rice played it. And if you're a bluegrass fan, you know just what I'm talking about, and if you're not, you've got some homework to do, so I will let you go on that.